Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Sunday clean with me. Now normally I'm a nighttime cleaner, but we did just get a new carpet in the living room and our house has just been an absolute disaster trying to figure out where to put everything. We rearranged a little bit again. So today I got up early and tried to get the house in order before everybody got up. So normally when I first start cleaning the kitchen, I unload and load the dishwasher to begin with. But today, since I was up pretty early, I didn't want to make too much noise banging dishes around. So I decided just to load them all into the sink for now and then deal with them later. To be completely honest with you, they are still piled up in my sink and I'm not even going to worry about them until tomorrow. So for anybody new here, I am a stay-at-home mom of a little girl. She is going to be 3 in a couple weeks here, and I honestly don't know how people keep on top of their house when they have kids. No matter how often I tidy up or clean, it takes about 2 seconds for it to turn into a disaster again. And weird things. I found a piece of strawberry, as you can see, on some of her play food. But if you clean up after your kids like consistently all day and your house is clean, like props to you, because I don't know how you do it. I have some days where I try and it's just like the never-ending battle of the messy house. So I'm trying to focus more on cleaning either in the morning or at the end of the day, just because if there's too much clutter, too much mess going on, I do have anxiety and I find it kind of gets worse when there's just clutter and stuff everywhere. So if at least at one point in the day my house is clean, it makes me feel a whole lot better. Now we have been doing a lot of Halloween crafting. So this pile, as I had mentioned earlier, we did rearrange a little bit and that pile of craft stuff just kind of ended up in the middle of the floor with nowhere to go. So usually I keep my daughter's paints up in this cupboard above the fridge. So I decided to try and make a little more room and get all the craft stuff up there. Some of it didn't fit, so you can't really tell, but I did just put it right on top of the cupboards. We are going to be using it a lot over the next couple weeks, so I figured the easier it is to get to, the better. But at least this way it's off the floor. So now that I have finally got the downstairs mostly clean, other than the floors, again, everybody was still sleeping, so I didn't want to turn the vacuum on. But as you're gonna notice, we have put out a bunch of Halloween stuff. So here is a little tour of our decor. Now, again, this is a real life video, so like I said before, my house can turn into quite the disaster, and I'm not gonna lie, this isn't even the worst it has been lately, but today this was what it looked like when I got up. Now in this video today, I didn't even bother tackling her playroom. I just ended up closing the door and leaving it as is. Like I said, I was trying to get most of it done in the morning. My daughter did end up waking up right around this part of the video, so I just did as much as I could, and that room honestly is just going to be a mess constantly, so I didn't even bother with it today. So if you cannot tell, my daughter's favorite place in the house is our bed. We got a king-size bed a few months ago and she is absolutely obsessed with it. So she brings all of her toys and her stuff into this room to play with. She, I swear, could just spend the whole day playing in our bed. So our daughter has had a bit of a cold for quite a few weeks now. It seems to be the never-ending stuffy nose. So I have been putting this Lysol bacterial eliminator into the wash with our bedding. I usually use it for like cleaning towels and rags and things like that. And then if she does get sick, I do use it on our bedding. I'm not sure if it helps. I like to think it does, but this way I feel like I'm getting a little bit more of her germs out of there. As you can see, cleaning with a toddler at home sometimes feels kind of pointless because no matter how much you clean up, the same amount just gets taken out and put back onto the floor or wherever she decides to lay it. So as you probably are going to notice eventually from watching my videos, I tend to always have a bowl of milk in my room somewhere. As I mentioned before, I do have anxiety and I take my medication in the evening, and I find if I eat something with it, it doesn't really upset my stomach. Sometimes I get like heartburn or acid reflux from it. So I have gotten into the habit of having Reese Puffs every night before I go to bed, which is probably not a good thing, but it is what it is at the moment. Also, as you can see, I found a little prince head in with my bobby pins and things here. Probably was going to reattach it at some point and just forgot. I did want to mention too, these little jars I have on my counter, I got them from the Dollar Tree. I was going to take the pink one out because it's a little too small, so I got the bigger one, but I actually love it in here, so I just decided to leave both of them. Again, this is real life, so now that it is the daytime and both the other humans in the house are awake, the house became a disaster pretty fast again. Here is a little clip of what it looked like when I came back downstairs after finishing the upstairs of the house. So if you ever get frustrated about cleaning and it not lasting too long, you are not alone. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I hope this kind of gave you some motivation to tidy up a little bit, get your week started on the right foot, and I hope everybody has a fun and productive week. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I will see you guys again next week.